Barkley said LeBron James was, quote, whiny and inappropriate after LeBron called out Cavs management to get a, quote, bleeping playmaker. LeBron responded to Barkley after last night's loss to the Mavericks. He said he's a hater. What makes what he says credible? Because he's on TV. I'm not going to let him disrespect my legacy like that. I'm not the one who threw somebody through a window. I never spit on a kid. I never had unpaid debt in Las Vegas. I never said I'm not a role model. I never showed up to the All-Star Weekend on Sunday because I was in Vegas all weekend partying. All I've done for my entire career is represent the NBA the right way. 14 years, never got in trouble, respected the game. Print that. I'm tired of biting my tongue. There's a new sheriff in town.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I've been waiting 14 years for this broad to stand up.
Have you really?
Yes.
That whiny broad to stand up?
There you go.
Go ahead.
You like LeBron's comments?
I love them. No matter the man, no matter the occupation, every man has a breaking point. He can only take so much. And I get Charles. At some point, his critique and analyst was less about the player and more about the man. And LeBron has seen over the years that Charles Barkley will continuously take shots at him. And I get it, because I was a player for 14 years. And let me tell you how this thing works, Joey. If you value someone's opinion, it bothers you when they critique or analyze you. If Mike Dick or Kellen Winslow, Joe Montana, when they did this, it would have bothered me. It would have forced me to go back like, what am I missing? There have been guys that criticized me. I sat down with my position coach, Brian Perriani in Denver. I would ask Gary Kubiak, who's the head coach, guys, what am I doing wrong? Because this is what they're saying, but I don't see it.
Did you respond with personal shots back at them?
It was different then, Skip. There was no social media because basically, unless I saw the guy on the beat, then I could address it. Now, guys have their own platform. They can address it accordingly how they see fit. LeBron doesn't value Charles Barkley's opinion. Let me tell you why. Because Charles didn't devote himself to the game of basketball. Charles showed up every year out of shape. Charles spent time drinking and partying. It was more about his life off the court than on the court. So LeBron says, hold on. Here I am 14 years deep in the National Basketball Association. I give everything. He had in his home, it rivals the top-notch fitness centers in the country.
No doubt.
They say he spends almost $2 to $3 million a year. Personal chef, physio, guys to make sure he's at peak condition.
Gotcha.
And for whatever reason, Charles continuously takes shots. Every time he goes on someone's show, he takes a shot. He called it a punk move when he left. He's a free agent. You have a right to leave. The only difference between what the players are doing now as opposed to what happened back then, teams put the big three in Boston together, put the big three in LA together, put the bad boy Pistons together. Now the players are doing it. They have more control than ever before. And they say, you know what? If I want to go play with my friends and I'm a free agent, guess where I'm going, Skip? Charles is continuously making it personal. Don't make it personal. If you want to say, you know what, LeBron, you're shooting too many threes, get on the block and post up. LeBron, you shot 4 of 8 last night, you're 50%. You need to be somewhere around a 75, at least an 80% free throw shooter. Do that. But when you take these shots at him, LeBron has said, hold up, wait a minute. I'm only going to take so much, and I'm not going to take it anymore from you, Charles Barkley, because you showed up every year out of shape. You showed up at the All-Star game at the last minute. But then you turn around, you smile at you see me at the All-Star game, you smile in my face and you talk and you shake my hand, and then you get on TV behind the cameras, you want to throw shade. I'm done with it. If you got something to say to me, talk to me. You know my schedule. But otherwise, there's a new sheriff in town. Also, here's the thing, one more thing, Skip, before I go. Charles Barkley played in the era, he was never the guy. He always had to take a back seat to Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson,
just about all of us.
Larry Bird,
I would agree.
Isaiah Thomas.
You got it.
Because what did they have that he never got? A championship. So he always had to play second fiddle to them. And then he criticized all these guys for going around and joining a team to win championships. You know what Charles Barkley did in late in his career? He went to Houston and he joined up with Akeem Olajuwon and Clyde Drexler. Why did he do that? Because Texas has no state income tax? No, he went to try to win a championship. Exactly. He went to try to win a championship. It bothered him Because at no point in time in Charles Barkley's 16, I think he played 16 years, was he ever thought of as the best player in the NBA. LeBron James, for the last 10 to 12 years, has been the de facto best player in all of basketball. And he puts the time in and on the court, and he's a role model. And for Charles Barkley, for you to do what you've done off the court, and the way you showed up on the court out of shape and not ready to play every night, I'd be damned if I let you criticize my legacy. Kick rocks.